Hello, everybody, and a very Merry Christmas. I'm Richard Osman. Welcome along to a very special House of Games, a Christmas House of Games. What could be better than having the whole family around playing a series of ridiculous games? I know almost anything could be better than that. That's why you only have them round once a year. So we are going to do it for you this year. I've got 4 famous faces. They're all lined up. And at the end of it, even though it's only a one-off show, somebody wins a trophy. Can you believe it? Shall we meet our 4 players? They are Sarah Hadland, Alex Horne, Charlene White, and Craig Revel Horwood. Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Sarah. Lovely to have you here. Now, you're a competitive person, Sarah?
Yes, but I'm not very good at quizzes.
Oh, I mean, that is literally perfect. That's the sweet spot for this programme.
Do you think? OK, so very aggressive, trying to win, but clearly haven't got the answers.
Aggressive but wrong is what we look for in a player. So
that describes me really well, actually. I'll take that.
Merry Christmas, one and all. Alex Horne, you've been on the show before.
Yes.
And you were rather successful on the show before.
Well, I'm not competitive, but very good at quizzes.
It's the yin and yang we have here, isn't it?
We've got to pair up, obviously,
okay.
Yeah.
But lovely to have you back for Christmas. Charlene, you've also been on the show before. How lovely to have you here. I was disappointed after your week when you were on. I thought every time I watched you on the news from then on, you'd have a buzzer, and you never did.
Do you know what? I keep asking for one and they won't give me one.
Just in the middle of interviewing a politician. Just... Craig, I look at you and I see Christmas, because Strictly is Christmas, isn't it? You're a Christmas fan.
Yeah, I absolutely love Christmas, and it is Strictly at Christmas is Christmas, I think, actually.
Strictly at Christmas is Christmas?
Yep.
They should call it that.
They should.
Good evening, welcome to Strictly at Christmas is Christmas.
Yeah, it's a spin-off show.
Now, Craig, we've got some presents as well. Would you like to have a look at our Christmas prizes?
Yes,
oh, yes, please.
I don't know what these are either. These will be a surprise to me. Wow. They're so Christmassy.
Wow.
We've got a pillowcase and duvet set, Christmas fondue, which I honestly think might be a fondue just with some tinsel on it. But let's say it's a Christmas fondue.
Yeah.
We've got some House of Games sherry, lovely House of Games woolly scarf, and the wheelie suitcase, but in Christmas colours.
And I think that would be, nice at the airport, a bit like you on a case. It looks good, doesn't it?
Me on a case looks good.
Yeah.
Exactly right. That's why I joined the Metropolitan Police. Craig, what would you go for all of those prizes if you were to win?
I would take probably what I'll be leaving with, which is the bag, I think. My suitcase and go.
Craig is not confident. Charlene, what would you go for? Just in case Alex wants to give you a prize at the end.
Yes, if Alex wants to give me a prize, I would quite like Alex, do not forget. I want the pillowcase and bed sheets.
Right.
Alex, what would you go for?
I think the fondue set.
Sorry, the what?
Sorry, the Christmas fondue
The
set.
Christmas fondue set, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Listen, Merry Christmas, one and all. Shall we play?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Let's play our first round. It is... Rhyme time, or as I like to call it, Christmas rhyme time. It's just rhyme time, but it's at Christmas, isn't it? I'm going to ask you 2 questions at a time. The answers rhyme with each other. So fingers on buzzers, everyone, or fingers on Christmas buzzers, please. Here are your first 2 questions. Dance partner typically paired with Ginger Rogers, and song about a snowman famously performed by a young Aled Jones. Yes, Sarah.
Fred Astaire, Walking in the Air.
That's a correct answer. Well done. Fred Astaire, Walking in the Air. Well done, Sarah. Here is your next one. Fictional honey-loving bear who lives in 100 Acre Wood. And what is the title of this song? Yes, Alex.
Winnie the Pooh, especially for you.
Well played, Alex Horne. Put to you. Here's your next one. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. Britpop band who released Beetle Bum and Country House, and traditional gifts brought by the wise men to the baby Jesus. Yes, Alex.
Blur, gold, frankincense and myrrh.
It is correct. Well done. Blur, gold, frankincense and myrrh. Well done if you said that one at home. Here's your next question. Fingers on buzzers. What are these and what is this? Yes, Sarah.
Flip-flops, triceratops.
Beautiful. Well played, Sarah. Here's your next one. Who is this? And what is the title of this song? Yes, Alex.
Is it Priti Patel and Highway to Hell?
Is it Priti Patel, Highway to Hell? It is.
Wow.
Here's your next one. Rich and creamy festive drink. And protagonist of Around the World in 80 Days. Yes, Charlene.
Eggnog and Phileas Fogg.
Eggnog, Phileas Fogg. There we go. Well done, Charlene.
Yeah.
Come on, Craig. Come on, Craig.
Yeah, come on, Craig.
Come on, Craig.
Craig.
Come on,
I'm
Craig.
polishing my red knob, darling. I'm polishing my red knob.
Listen, everyone's got to have a Christmas hobby, haven't they? Wouldn't it be lovely for Craig to get this one?
It would be
Yeah,
Wouldn't it?
come on. Yeah.
Here we go, Craig. Oval-headed puppet in the TV show Rainbow. And what is the title of this song?
Oh, my love,
Oh, I know this song.
can't make head nor tail of passion. Oh, my love.
Oh, Craig has gone for it.
Ooh.
Zippy and deeply dippy.
You got it, Craig. Well done.
Oh, I thank you.
Let's take a look at our first leaderboard, shall we, on our Christmas House of Games. Here's how we're starting. Craig and Charlene, you have 1 point each. Sarah, you got 2. Alex Horne, early leader with 3 points.
Happy Christmas.
Well, but happy Christmas, Alex. It's nice, isn't it? Here's your next round. Distinctly average. This is a pairs game, so the player in last place gets to choose their partner. Craig, would you like to choose who you play with in this round?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Charlene.
Oh, that's nice.
Both on one.
So, Charlene and Craig are a team. Alex and Sarah, you're a team. I wonder if you could take out your tablets for me, please. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, OK? They've all got numerical answers. You just need to write down whatever you think the answer might be, OK? I will then take the average of each pair's answers. Let's take a look at your first question. According to an Office for National Statistics approximation, UK supermarkets sell how many individual Brussels sprouts at Christmas time? Ooh. How many individual Brussels sprouts are sold by UK supermarkets? What do you think on this one? It's a tricky one, that, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to think there's a lot of them on a bushel. Is that what it's called? A bushel?
A bushel of Brussels.
A bushel of Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think at home on this one? Have a little guess. OK, so everyone is in. Sarah, what was your thinking, and then what's your answer?
I'm thinking a lot. I've gone Mahusive. Are you ready?
OK, yeah, certainly. 1 million,
yeah,
you say?
that's right. 1 million
Okay.
sprouts.
1 million. I don't. Maybe that's not that big.
Can I make it bigger? Is it too late?
No, yeah, it is too late. So, Alex, Sarah thinks she's gone big with 1 million. Do you think that's big?
Well, Sarah thought she'd gone Mahusive.
Oh.
Yeah, she, oh,
So
yes,
I've
she did.
gone 100 million.
100 million. What are you covering
What are you
up?
covering
Well, I
up?
started to write sprouts and then my thing stopped working.
OK.
Just in case you didn't know it was sprouts. So I've covered it up for professionalism.
That's so
Yeah.
professional. So your average, I think, will work out is 50.5 million. Charlene, what was your thinking?
We do eat quite a few. Now I think I've really underplayed it after
Okay.
Alex's one. But I said 2,100,000.
OK, let's find out. Craig, you gone up or down from 2,100,000?
I've gone slightly down,
OK.
Oh.
bizarrely, but 2 million.
Oh,
Yeah, I
how
thought
about
2
that?
million.
So your average is 2,050,000. So let's take a look, shall we? How many individual Brussels sprouts are sold and which team has scored a point? Wow!
Wow, okay.
750 million.
I mean,
750
he was
million.
absolutely all across it, sprout-wise,
But
wasn't he?
still 650
Even
million
you-
wrong.
Yeah, but you were going in the right
Half a
direction.
billion wrong.
That's about 10 each, roughly, maybe a bit more, and only half of them get eaten. Here's your next question. The fastest swim across the English Channel was completed in 2012 by Trent Grimsey in how many minutes? What do you think at home on this one?
Minutes.
My policy is put the same number each round.
And then eventually it's going to work.
Each question.
So you're going 100
I'm
million.
100 million minutes.
That's how long it would take me to swim the English Channel, with various breaks. Charlene, what's your thinking and what's your answer?
My thinking, it's a really long way.
Yeah.
But I assume the man with the made-up name is quite fit.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd go for 75 minutes.
75 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just over an hour.
Yeah.
Like about as long as it takes in the hovercraft.
Basically, yeah. I said he had to be fit. I said he had to be fit, didn't I?
Yeah. We'll find out that Trent Grimsey is the name of a ferry. So 75 minutes. Craig,
I get the feeling.
Oh dear, I went
have you gone up
well
from
above
that, Craig?
I went 3,000.
3,000 minutes.
3,000 minutes.
Which is that 50 hours? So 2 days.
Oh.
So
no, that's
The
fine.
average is
I need to take a
the
zero
average
off.
is going to be
I need
amazing.
to... Oops.
So you think... So your two answers...
You could
Just to
probably
get this
donkey
clear...
paddle there in that time with a float.
Your two answers about the same time as a hovercraft and just over 2 days. OK?
We're doing really well.
mean, we're doing
Charlotte.
so
We're
well.
amazing.
We are so good.
Yeah, our average is
We really
gonna
are.
work out.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We will see. Your average... Excuse me, everybody. Happy Christmas.
But the,
Your
just over
average...
2 days, it's the quickest ever.
Your,
Yeah.
Some of the slow people.
1,537 minutes and a half. So that's just over a day. Sarah, what are you thinking?
183 minutes.
Oh, 183 minutes.
Yeah.
183 minutes. OK, just over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Alex, you up or down from 3 hours?
Well, I've gone for a nice Christmassy number, Richard.
Oh.
666, the number of the Christmas.
Perfect. 666, just over 11 hours. So your average is 424 and a half minutes. 7 hours, roughly. So 7 hours or just over 24 hours. Let's find out, shall we? How long did it take Trent Grimsey to swim the channel, and which team has got the point? Oh, look at that for an average.
That's not bad.
You are 9.5 minutes out from the actual answer.
Wow.
That's amazing stuff. Beautifully done. Let's take a look at our final question, shall we? Come on, let's get a point for the super team up there, Charlene
Come on.
and Craig.
We can do this.
Here
can.
is your next question. Set in 2018, what is the world record for the most seedless grapes stuffed in the mouth? What do you think? You've got to be careful with that sort of thing, though. Don't try it at home.
We did Taskmaster as an Edinburgh show, and the final round was stuffing seedless grapes in their mouth.
You are kidding me.
How many did they get in, darling?
I mean, I think I said on stage what the world record was, but I can't remember anything that I ever said
Is
before.
he showing his doodah?
I'm not showing my doodah to anyone.
Alex's
I mean,
doodah
I'm
is only
definitely
for me.
I'm definitely wrong, but I do remember the ballpark figure.
Oh, interesting. Craig, what were you thinking on this one?
Well, I was thinking just my favourite numbers, really. 7. 77.
77 says Craig. Charlene, go up or down from 77?
So I've gone for 57,
Right, yes.
57.
which
you're saying.
may well be
If
similar
you
to
just
somebody else.
Copied Alex. This is unbelievable. This
I
absolutely
have
goes
not
against the
copied
spirit
Alex.
of everything
So
that House of Games stands
I
for.
can hand on heart tell you that Alex's number and my number are very different.
OK, I hear you. So your average, Charlene and Craig, is 67. Sarah, what were you thinking?
I've gone 50.
50 grapes, says Sarah. Now, Charlene said 57. She assures us that is a long way away from your answer,
It is.
Alex. OK, let's see your answer.
Couldn't be more different. I've gone for 58.
58, sorry.
It's an even number.
I'm so sorry I accused you of cheating. So your average is 54. Those both sound like rather good answers. What do you think at home? What have you got on this one? How many grapes can be stuffed in the mouth, and who has got the point? 94! Whoa! Point to Charlene and Craig. Well done.
Oh, yes.
And Craig, very much the closest
I'm
there as well.
delighted.
Well played. Well, so that's the end of that round. Shall we put our tablets away? Let's take a look at our scores. Who is going to win our trophy and win our Christmas prize?
Oh, I'm ever so close.
Craig. Oh, it is very
I know.
close. Craig and Charlene, you have 2 points each. Sarah, you have 4. Alex Horne in the lead with 5. Well played. Shall we play another round?
Yes, please.
3 rounds to go on this Christmas House of Games. Your next round is... Don't Cry For Me, Guatemala. Now, for this round, I'm going to need some help. I'm going to need some help from my Christmas house band. So let's welcome them, please. Welcome the house band. Merry Christmas, house band. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now, they're helping us out with this round, and you've helped us out as well, because before the show, we asked you a series of general knowledge questions, OK? You gave us some answers. What you didn't know was that the answers you were giving, or correct answers, would also complete the lyrics to famous songs, which my house band are going to play now, OK? If you gave incorrect answers, you will not be completing those famous lyrics. You will get a point for every single one you get right. The first thing we asked you before the show was this. Which of the Teletubbies is yellow and has a curly antennae on her head? We're going to find out the answers, but we'll find them out at the end of this lyric.
walls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la.
Lala.
It's the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la.
Poe.
Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la.
Dipsy.
Roll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la.
La la.
So Alex and Charlene get themselves a point there. The answer was La La. Very well done.
Proud to know
I think that's the only one I got right.
Let's find out, shall we? Here is your next question, and it is... What does a campanologist play? OK, you all gave us an answer. We're going to hear your answers at the end of this lyric.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Let's go. Oh, jingle,
Triangle.
jingle,
Trombone.
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle,
Camp.
jingle,
Bells.
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Beautiful. Well played, Alex. Jingle trombone will stay with me for a long time, Charlene.
Well, if you don't know the answer, you may as well just go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Exactly right. Two more. Here's your next one. We asked you, Donjou and Winter Nellis are varieties of which fruit? We're going to see your answers now and see if they complete the lyrics to this famous song. Good luck.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a
Grape.
On the second
day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a
Melon.
on the third
day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a
Mango.
on the fourth day of
Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 collie birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a
Apple.
Close. Unlucky.
Close relative. That's a close relative.
That was
To
close.
the
That's the closest we got.
I think Craig should get a point for that.
Yeah, or
I
two.
think so.
Listen, it's
Apples and
Christmas.
pears.
I'll give Craig a point. Craig gets
Yeah.
a point. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
If he's hustling us, though,
If you're suddenly buzzing in for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
I won't be.
Yeah.
Final question in this round. The last thing we asked you was this. What is the first name of the presenter who hosted a weekly house party on TV in the 1990s? OK, you all gave us an answer, and it should complete this lyric.
on a cold winter's night that was so deep.
Noel.
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 No.
Born is the King of Israel.
Beautiful. And congratulations to our band. Thank you, band. Merry Christmas, one and all.
Great round.
Let's take a look at what that has done to the scores. Here's how we're looking. Craig and Charlene have 4 each. Sarah has 5. Alex Horne, our leader, with 8. Or what I like to call our Christmas leader with Christmas 8.
Christmas 8.
Yeah.
Well done, Alex. Let's play our next round, shall we? Just 2 rounds to go. Our next round is this. Where is Kazakhstan? I wonder if you could take your tablets out again for me, please. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a map onto your tablets now. This is today's map. This is our Christmas map. And it's Europe. Now, I wonder if you could find me the following, please. The capital of the country that has gifted the people of London a Christmas tree displayed in Trafalgar Square every year since 1947. So where is that, please?
Oh, dear.
That's a nice Christmassy question. What do you think at home? Do you know the answer to this? And then would you know where the capital of that country is? Sarah, do you think you know what the answer is?
Yes,
Which is?
100%. Oslo.
So the country is...
Norway.
Norway, and the capital is Oslo. OK, let's take a look at where Sarah is. OK, there you are in Sweden.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
You'll probably end up being nearer Oslo than anyone else in the wrong country. Alex, did you think it was Norway?
I did think it was Norway and Oslo, but I thought it was the country on the left of your country.
Let's take a little look at where Alex is. You are in Norway. Charlene.
Oh, no.
Charlene, did you know the answer to this one?
I knew it was a Norwegian fur.
OK.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I chose, like, somewhere on the map that looked cold.
Oh.
That is Iceland, and it really is
I know.
cold. Craig, what were you thinking the answer was?
I went Norway.
You are in Norway. So let's take a look, shall we? Where is Oslo, and who has got the point? Oh, Alex is absolutely bang on. You're all pretty... I'm going to give all three of you a point because you're all very, very close there. Well done. Even though you're in the wrong country, but that's fine. So points for all of you, but Alex, you're bang on. Very well done. Here's your next one. I wonder if you could find me this. The birthplace of pop singer Rita Ora.
Oh, I know.
Oh, dear.
What do you think at home? Do you know where Rita Ora is from?
No, but... I wouldn't have a clue.
Don't feel like the country's here that I want her to be from.
Right, then I suspect what you think is wrong then. OK, what do we think? Where was Rita Ora born? Alex, we'll start with you. Do you think you know the answer?
No.
Lovely. So what was your
I think it's an Irish name, Rita Ora, so I've gone Dublin.
OK, Rita Ora. Pretty much Dublin there, I think. Charlene, did you know the answer to this?
I think it's Croatia, but I don't know where I am on the map.
You are in Finland there, which, to be fair, is much more Christmassy than Croatia.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Craig, did you have any ideas here?
I went Portugal.
Portugal.
I was making it up, but I thought I liked Portugal.
Sarah.
For some reason, I think Germany.
Yeah, right in the middle of Germany. Now, grave news, she was not born in any of those countries. She's actually born in Pristina, which is the capital of Kosovo.
That's it.
So you were not a million miles away with Croatia. I mean, you were a million miles away from Croatia.
Yeah.
But you were quite right that that's the neck of the woods she's from. So where is Kosovo, and who has won the point? Sarah, you have somehow won that point. Well done.
I mean, the whole...
done.
Yeah.
Here is your final one. I wonder if you could find me this. The capital of the country that has the highest beer consumption per capita. What do you think at home on this one? What country would that be, do you reckon? There's a couple of suspects, right?
That's really hard.
Per capita, then, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the most in the world as well, not just on the map. I'm not quite sure. There'd be like 2 or 3 that I'd be torn between, I think. Charlene, what was your thinking here?
German beers are quite popular,
Yes.
and I knew where it was on the map because Sarah had already done it, so
Yeah.
that's why I
So
put
you've
my
gone
X where
Germany.
it is.
Germany.
Yeah.
OK. Craig, what were you thinking?
Das ist gut.
Yeah. That's you.
Germany, I thought, too. You know, like Oktoberfest and all of that.
Sarah, what were you thinking?
I went for London.
It could be London.
I just think, surely...
Please have put it in the right place. Yeah, that's London. Alex, what are you thinking? So far we've got Germany and we've got the UK. That's,
So I put it where I thought Belgium was, but now I can't remember where Belgium was.
You are in Switzerland.
Oh,
Very
That's
new.
definitely wrong.
they're quite theory.
Yeah.
Let's find out, shall we, and see who's won the point. The country that drinks the most beer is the Czech Republic, Prague. So the point goes to Craig. Well done, Craig. Nicely done.
See, Prague, yes, that area, isn't it?
Yeah. That is the end of that round. I wonder if you could put your tablets away, please. We only have one more round to go before we find our first ever Christmas champion of House of Games. Let's take a look at the scores. Charlene has got 4 points. Craig has got 6 points. Sarah, 7. Alex Horne has got a 2-point lead going into our final round.
So it's close.
Really close. We know what our final round is always the same, and it is... Answer smash. Fingers on buzzers, please. Now, a point for a correct answer, a point off if you buzz in and give me an incorrect answer.
Oh.
OK, I know it's Christmas and all. Good luck, everyone. Here's your first category. Sunday lunch. So there will be things you might find in a Sunday lunch. There'll be a clue above. Please smash them together. According to the well-known mnemonic for the colours of the rainbow, who gave battle in vain? Yes, Alex.
Richard of Yorkshire pudding.
Well played, Richard of York and Yorkshire pudding. Smash them together, you get Richard of Yorkshire pudding. Nicely played, Alex. Here we are, here's your next one. In the sitcom Fleabag, the character played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge runs a cafe themed around which pet? Yes, Sarah.
Guinea pigs in blankets.
Guinea pigs in blankets?
Yeah.
That's a lovely image, isn't it? Guinea
Yeah.
pigs in blankets, well done. Guinea pigs and pigs in blankets, well played, Sarah. Here's your next one. Meryl Streep starred as a Danish woman living in Kenya in which 1985 film? Yes, that is Sarah.
It was Out of Africa.
Is the right answer. Well done. Out of Africa and carrots. Here is your next category, and it is fish. So what are these fish, and what are the clues above? Smash them together, please. In which 1952 film musical does Gene Kelly perform an iconic dance routine with an umbrella? Yes, Sarah.
Singing in the Rainbow Trout.
Singing in the Rainbow Trout? Wow. You are good at answers,
Yeah.
mate.
She's quick.
Brilliant.
Here's your next clue and your next fish. Which 80s British game show featured European contestants and was presented by Henry Kelly? Yes, that is Alex.
Oh,
Going for goldfish.
Well played, going for gold and goldfish. Nicely done, Alex.
Kelly.
Next clue, next fish. There we're done. No more clues, no
I never even
more
got to push
fish.
my buzzer.
Let's find out who is our first ever House of Games Christmas champion. By 1 point, it is Alex Horne. By 1 point.
That's pretty amazing.
Very close.
Alex Horne, congratulations. You've won
Thank you,
yourself a
Richard.
Christmas prize. Which of these prizes would you like to take with you, Alex?
I mean, I think it would be the fondue set.
The what?
Sorry, it would be the Christmas fondue
Oh,
set,
yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
And so it is.
Oh, Alex Horne takes home a Christmas fondue set. Congratulations, Alex. You get a trophy as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what are you going to do with the other Christmas items?
Yeah.
Because when we come to someone's house at Christmas,
Yeah.
you leave with a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to your house,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
terribly
please,
rude
please,
if only
can we
one
have the
person gets a
duvet
gift
set?
and the 3 of us don't.
OK, you can get the next choice. What would you like?
Duvet set.
Duvet set to Sarah.
She's just taken what I want.
Oh, right, I know, okay.
That backfired, didn't it,
I do really want the
Charlene?
duvet set.
Charlene, you can also have a duvet set.
Yay!
Okay,
And can I have the booze?
Right.
I'll have the sherry, darling.
The sherry goes to Craig Revel Horwood, so everyone gets a present. Merry Christmas from me to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. That was an absolute pleasure. Merry Christmas from all 5 of us to you. Have a lovely Christmas.